So in the last session of your class, we have been completed about the first one, that is nothing but of your measure the EMF of the cells. So how do you measure the EMF of the cells better? By potential gradient. We defined a new term there called as potential gradient. Potential per unit length is known as potential gradient, represented by letter K. K is equals to your V by L. If I need the potential across any length, that will be equal to potential gradient into the length. That will give me the potential across that one. To measure the EMF of the cells, the polarity should be of your opposite, should not be your opposite to cell. If positive, negative is connected, it should be negative. If here it is a positive, it should be here also a positive. And battery EMF should be greater than the EMF of your cells particulation. And potential drop in a potentiometer wire is always greater than the EMF of the cells used. And I have done some numericals in that one. I hope you have been remember that one. And let us try to come to your today's topic. Comparison of EMF of cells. Okay. Comparison of your EMF of your cells. Comparison of EMF of your cells. Okay, which shall be used for what purposes? Like say small cells, larger cells, isn't it? So what will be the role of that one and where they will be generally used? Let me draw the circuit diagram for the potentiometer. This is negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal. This is your primary circuit. To this primary circuit, this is your potentiometer wire. Okay, and this is his terminal. This is your negative terminal. This is your positive terminal. So obviously, this is your higher potential and this is your lower potential. So A is at your 0 volt, and this is, say for example, B. B is at your V volt, and there is a flow of current in this one like this. Okay. This one is 0 volt. This terminal is being right now connected right now for this one. So for the cell, whichever we need to calculate the EMF, we are connecting one cell here right now, negative terminal, positive terminal, and this is your internal resistance, and this is your battery connection for this one. Okay, and one more cell to which we need to connect it. So this one is your negative terminal, this one is positive terminal, and here this is an internal resistance. This is your switch. Whichever cell we need, we can close this battery and then we can get the values of that. So here somewhere we are connecting a galvanometer, and to this galvanometer somewhere here we are connecting a jockey. Okay, and EMF of the cells are, this is say for example E1, this is say for example E2, internal resistance R1. This internal resistance is say for example of your R2, or both of the internal resistance are same, this kind of problem. Okay, and this is the key K1 and this is the key K2. If I need to use the E1 cell into the primary circuit, what do? You close the value of K1, so E1 will come into the existence. If I need to use only E2 but not E1, then open the K1 and close the K2 so that only the E2 will be used. Okay, the above circuit is known as what beta? Primary circuit, I told you. The down one is known as of your secondary circuit particulation. Okay, now if I close the key K1, what happens beta? If K1 is closed and K2 is open, then we will be getting the null point due to the battery of your what beta? E1. So somewhere here it will be your balancing other. So here I'll write that one. If K1 is closed and K2 is opened and K2 is opened, then null point is obtained at length L1 with cell E1. Okay, K1 is closed beta. So that means this will come into the play like this, and this one is open. So E1, from the E1 there is a flow of your current. So now this will be balancing somewhere the length right now here. Say for example, this one is of your balancing length E1. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm opening this one. Now I'm closing this part, K2. Now, if K2 is closed, and switch K1 is opened, okay, then null point is obtained at length L2, okay, with cell E2. Okay. Now with the cell of your E2 part affiliation, this one. Now the balancing length is somewhere here right now. So this will be balanced somewhere here right now like this. So this will be equal to your L. From here to here, this will be your L2 like this. Okay. E1 is balancing your L1 and E2 is balancing your L2. That means as the cell is been changing, the balancing length is going on changing for the given condition. So if I'm writing the relation for this one, potential gradient here beta, V by your L, potential gradient per unit length, V by L into that given length L1 is equals to your EMF of your E1. The same way, potential gradient for this one, if I'm writing V by your L into your, for balancing length EL2 will be equal to your E2. Isn't it? So if I take the ratios of both of them, you will be getting E1 by your E2 will be equal to your L1 divided by your L2. So this is our basic standard formula. Okay. So with the two cells, and they are connected with your positive terminals connected or negative connected to negative and positive connected to the positive part affiliation, EMF of the cells can be calculated by the formula E1 by your E2 is equals to your L1 by your L2 part affiliation. Clear, beta? Sure. The next use. Sort to determine internal resistance. To determine internal resistance of your cell. Very favorite area for framing the questions in current electricity for the mains and as well as of your NEET examination beta. Okay. To determine the internal resistance of the cell. How do you determine the internal resistance of the cell? అంటే మనం ఇక్కడ సెల్స్ యూస్ చేసాం కదా, ఈ సెల్స్ యొక్క ఇంటర్నల్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ కావాలి నాకు, isn't it? So how do you calculate the internal resistance of the given cell? So like say for example, we use a Nippo batteries for our remote controls, isn't it? But when we touch with our fingers, it doesn't have any current shock. But when we connect it to the plug off, we'll be getting the shock, isn't it? So if I'm using the Nippo cells, so if there is a flow of a current through that cell, basically, what is the internal resistance? What is the resistance which is been storing that much amount of your energy in that cell? That is the condition where we need to calculate the internal resistance of your cell. And how we calculate the internal resistance of the cell is again the potentiometer where I'm taking right now. This one is negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal. And this is connected to somewhere right now like this. Negative. Okay. Okay, so this is your potentiometer wire. The length of this potentiometer wire is, say for example, of your L. Okay, now, to this one we need to calculate the internal resistance. So what I'm doing is I'm connecting one cell right now here. If here it is negative, here it is positive. Obviously here it is at 0 volt and here it is of your some positive volt. And this is the resistance of your potentiometer wire, that is equals to your RP. Okay, and this basic length of that one is how much beta? 100 centimeters. Sorry, 400 centimeters to 1000 centimeters. I told you that will be length, the length of the wire will be from 4 meters to 10 meters. If it is a 4 meters means 400 centimeters. If it is 8 means 800 centimeters. If I'm taking 10 meters means it will be 1000 centimeters. To this potentiometer part of relation, we are connecting a cell whose EMF is been required for. Like say this is the cell here. So here negative terminal and here this one is of your positive terminal. And internal resistance of this one is nothing but equal to your R. This R I need to calculate. EMF of this one is nothing but of your E. And this has been connected to some external resistance beta somewhere here. And here we are connecting an external resistance like this. Okay, with some key connection will be there. This will be your key connection. Okay, and this one is connected with your galvanometer. This is connected to your galvanometer, and here this will be your balancing length somewhere. Okay, so this is your balancing length here. Say for example, somewhere at a length of your L1. This is your terminal A, this is your terminal B, and this is your terminal C or J, whatever you need to take, you can take it off. Okay, this is some terminal of your jockey gada. I'm representing it by your J. Okay. Now I need to determine the internal resistance of this cell. That means the small r value is equal to how much? Small r value is equal to how much? Now see, when the resistance key is been opened, and this is your external resistance capital R. So when K is been opened better, like say for example, only this battery with internal resistance has been coming into the play. Then it might be balancing somewhere at a length of your how much, say for example of your L1. Okay. It is balancing at a length of your how much for me beta? L1 kada balance also. So if I tell you the condition, if key is being closed, if K is say, first one I'm taking open, if K is being open and null point is obtained, null point is obtained at length L1. Only internal resistance on there is no external resistance connected to that one. So if I'm using the EMF of the cell calculation, potential gradient, that is potential per unit length into your balancing length L1 must be equal to the EMF of the cell, that is nothing but E. Now see, if I close the key K, what happens? Then current should be passing only through the cell gada, because it will not take the longest path, isn't it? So the current should pass through the resistance also right now. Whatever the current is coming from here right now, positive terminal, there will be the flow of a current even through the positive resistance part. And you know that whenever the current is passing through some resistance, so what is happening to the flow of current? It will slowly decrease. So balancing length also here right now decreasing. So when K is being closed, when K is closed, a null point is obtained at length L2. Okay, where L2 is less than L1, because current is not fully allowed as resistance R is opposing, I can say, is opposing some current. That is the reason the balancing length will be lesser than this one basically. That means now if I'm taking this jockey right now, so this is balanced right now somewhere equal. So this will be equal to your L2. Clear? Without resistance, it is balanced at L1, and with resistance, when the key is being closed, it is being balanced at your L2, where L2 is lesser than of your L1. L2 is lesser than of your L1 part relation. Now, if I'm applying the potential gradient formula for this one, V by your L into your balancing length is your L2 must be equal to. Now, there is a flow of a current in this one beta. From this one also there is a flow of a current. So, it is a discharging of a cell. So, it is E minus of your I into your R. Clear? Is it clear, beta? When resistance has been connected, there is also the flow of the current through the battery part affiliation. So it is E minus of your I into your R. So that is equals to E minus of your I value will be equal to total EMF by total resistance capital R plus of your small r into your R part affiliation. So if I take the LCM for this one, this will become for me capital R plus of your small r. This will be E into your capital R plus small r minus of your small r. This is V by L into your L2. Okay. So if I simplify this one, see what is happening right now, plus R and minus R, that will get cancelled. So this will become for me E into your capital R divided by capital R plus of your small r. So it is V by your L into your L2. Clear? Is it clear up to here, beta, this derivation? Why I have taken here E minus IR, beta? Because when there is a flow of a current, when this one is
Charging.
battery has been coming into existence and there is a flow of the current outside Gabati, this will be your discharging, isn't it? So during the discharging of a current, so it will be your E minus of your I into your R part affiliation. That is the reason I'm taking that one. Is it clear, beta? Is it clear? Sure. This is my equation number 1. Okay. Sorry, this is my equation number 1. And this is my equation number 2. Equation number 2. Now dividing 1 and 2 beta. Dividing equation 1 and 2. So it is E divided by, this one is E into R divided by your capital R plus of your small r is equals to capital E value. How much we got right now? E value is equals to V by L. So here it is your V by your L into your balancing length L1 divided by this value here, it is how much? V by L into balancing length is L2. V by L get cancelled here, E and here E will also get cancelled. This will go up right now, capital R plus small r divided by your capital R is equals to your L1 divided by your L2, isn't it? So in this one I can write 1 plus small r divided by capital R is equals to L1 divided by L2 because I need the internal resistance. So internal resistance means small r divided by your capital R will be equal to your L1 divided by L2 minus 1. So small r will be equal to how much, better? This will become for me capital R into your L1 divided by L2 minus 1. So this is our formula to calculate the internal resistance of your potentiometer wire. Small r is equals to capital R into your L1 by L2 minus of your 1 part affiliation. Clear for everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Just go through it once better. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Very important. To find the internal resistance of this cell, how do you calculate the given conditions? See one question, beta. In a potentiometer, it is found that no current passes through the galvanometer. No current passes through the galvanometer when the terminals of the cell are connected across 52 centimeter of the potentiometer wire. If the cell is shunted means beta a small resistance added in parallel is known as of your shunting. Is shunted by a resistance of 5 ohms, a balance point is found when the cell is connected across 40 centimeter of wire. 40 centimeter of your wire. Find the internal resistance of this cell. Find the internal resistance of the cell. మన జరిగిన 4th మెయిన్స్ సెషన్ లో కరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ పైన ఇన్ఫైనైట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సెషన్ ఉండు. అలాంటివి ఒక క్వశ్చన్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మనం క్లాస్ లో చేసింది. దెర్ వాజ్ అన్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఇన్ ద జేఈ మెయిన్స్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ లెసన్ ఇన్ఫైనైట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ చేయడం చేసాం చూడండి. ద సేమ్ ఆప్షన్స్ ఇట్ వాస్ దేర్ ఇన్ ద ఎగ్జామినేషన్ హాల్ బెటర్. చలో. In a potentiometer, it is found that no current is being passing through the galvanometer when the terminals of these cells are connected across yet 52 centimeter of the wire. Okay, let me draw the potentiometer. I'm drawing the lower part of a potentiometer beta. This is an upper part of potentiometer, negative. This one is right now positive, negative, like this. Okay, and to this one we are connecting a cell. This is one positive terminal, and here is right now internal resistance of this one, and there is a galvanometer connected to this one, and here jockey is being balanced here. Internal resistance of this one is, say for example, this one. Clear? And it is been balanced at what centimeter? 52 centimeters. Galvanometer showing null deflectionality of 52 centimeter. If the cell is shunted, second question. So what do you mean by shunting? I told you shunting is nothing but what? Shunt means a small resistance connecting in parallel. A small resistance in parallel. Okay, that is the shunt resistance. Okay, let me see how I'm drawing diagram for this one. This is positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal. ఇది మన పొటెన్షియోమీటర్ వైర్. ఇది కొంచెం డార్క్ ఉండాలి, అందుకోసం I'm drawing it dark because it should be a 4 to 10 centimeters. Okay, same here also, same 40 centimeters. This is a potentiometer wire. కొంచెం డార్క్ ఉంటే సరిపోదు. Okay, now what we are doing is right now for this cell there is one small resistance connected in parallel. That means to this positive terminal, negative terminal, and internal resistance. We are connecting a resistance in parallel like this. Okay, and this one is connected to the galvanometer, and here it is been balanced at your 40 centimeters. When there is no external resistance, so this resistance is how much for me? 5 ohms in the problem. This is the EMF E, and this is your R. Okay, current through the galvanometer right now here is how much for me? Or 0. Is it clear? That means there is a flow of a current right now from this battery. From this one, there is a flow of current like this. There is also the current from this given condition like this. And there is a current even from this battery. These two currents are been flowing in this given set. Clear? Chalo. Is it clear? Now read the question. In a potentiometer, it is found that no current passes through the galvanometer. Here the current is equals to how much for me? 0. When the terminals of the cells are connected across here 52 centimeters of the potentiometer wide. Okay, that means balancing length is given 52. Now if the cell is shunted by a resistance of 5 ohm, that means R is equals to 5 ohms is been added in parallel to the cell. Now balance point is being connected across 40 centimeter of the wire. Find the internal resistance of your wire part affiliation. Isn't it? Now tell me, how do you calculate the internal resistance bit? EMF of this cell here will be equal to how much better? E is equals to your potential gradient A into your balancing length is 52 centimeter. Here also potential gradient will be equal to how much better? Can you tell me? Terminal potential across the cell will be equal to your how much? Terminal potential, that means V. So V is equals to your potential gradient into your 40 centimeters. And we know the internal resistance formula, small r is equals to E by V minus 1 into your capital R. Isn't it? So E is equals to how much for me beta? K into your 52 divided by terminal voltage will be equal to K into your 40 minus 1 into your external resistance which has been connected, that is equals to 5. This K and this K will get cancelled. So this will be equal to 52 divided by 40. 52 divided by 40 minus 1 into your 5. 52 will means how much it will be going right now beta? Can you tell me? How much it will be beta? LCM will be 40. This is 52 minus 40, that will be 12. So 12 by 40 into your 5.
So 1.5.
So this will be 1.5. So this will be 5 ones are 5 8s are 40. So that will be equal to 12 by 8. 12 by 8 is nothing but how much for me? 3 by 2. That is equals to your 1.5. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So that is the way how do we calculate the internal resistance of the cell. And this was the previous JEE mains question beta. Clear beta? Take one more question beta. A potentiometer wire is 100 centimeters long and a constant potential difference is maintained across it. Okay, two cells are connected in series. First to support The potentiometer wire is your 100 centimeters long and a constant potential difference is maintained across it. Two cells are connected in series first to support one another and then in opposite direction and then in opposite direction. Very good question, beta. The balance point the balance points are obtained at 50 centimeter and 10 centimeter from the 50 centimeter and 10 centimeter from the positive end of wire in two cases. The ratio of EMF of the cells is this is previous year's NEET question, beta. And the previous one which I did was, this was your JEE mains question. Now first try to read the question carefully. Question అర్థమైంది ఎవరికన్నా? The potentiometer wire is 100 centimeter long. That means I will draw the first potentiometer wire, beta. This is your potentiometer wire. Okay, and this one is right now one cell, one positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay, and 100 centimeter long, that means 1 meter each. And a constant potential difference is maintained across it. Two cells are connected in series. First to support, isn't it? Two cells, how many cells? Two cells are connected in series. First to support one another and then in opposite directions. And the two cells we are connecting in your first one. I'll draw here right now. See, first one is something like this: one positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal. And this is some internal distance here like this. Okay, and one more combination, it is opposing, it is in the opposing condition. That means here, right, one positive, this one is negative, again this one is negative and positive terminal right now. This is an internal distance and this both of them are connected to the galvanometer. Okay, and there is also a key here right now. Okay, so this is your key and this is your key. Here they are in positive, connected to positive, this is negative. Now, but you see here positive, negative, negative and positive. This is an opposite nature. So they are not supporting. The first one is supporting there and the second one it is not supporting. So the potential gradient, if I'm writing for the first cell, when the what do you call that? This is a key K1 and this is your key K2. When K1 is closed, and K2 is opened, okay, then only this cell EM of E1 and E2 will be coming into the place. This is E1 and this is your E2. Both of them are supporting gravity. E1 plus of your E2 will be equal to term potential gradient into balancing length is nothing but, say for example, L1. Then in opposing condition, when K1 is open and K2 is closed, then opposing gravity E1 minus E2. I'm assuming that E1 is greater than E2. Whichever is larger, you take first that one. That is equals to your K into your L2. That means if I take the both the equations, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So from 1 and 2, I can write E1 plus of your E2. E1 plus of your E2 divided by E1 minus of your E2 will be equal to L1 divided by L2. K and K will get cancelled there, isn't it? So balancing lengths are how much he has given for me in the problem beta. So balancing, the balancing points are 50 and 10. That means this will be your 50 centimeters. This is your 10 centimeters. This one will get cancelled. This will be equal to your 5. So by the combined dividend rule, if I am writing E1 by your E2 will be equal to your L1 plus of your L2 divided by your L1 minus of your L2, isn't it? So this one is how much? 5 by 1 kabatti. So L1 is 5, L2 is nothing but 1. So this is 5 minus of your 1. 5 plus 1 is nothing but 6 divided by 4. That will be equal to 3 by 2. So EMF of the cells E1 by your E2 will be equal to your 3 by 2. Clear for everyone? Is that clear? Is that clear, Rita?
Yes, sir.
So by this we have been completed your potentiometer, beta, and I think we are done with the meter bridge. No, we left out that one. In electrical instruments, we have completed your Wheatstone bridge. Meter bridge also we did. We also done your Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge is also done, and we are done with your potentiometer and the comparison of your EMF. Complete potentiometer has been completed, beta. We will be having the conversion of ammeter into galvanometer, galvanometer into ammeter. That we will be doing in the magnetic effects of current after going through the topic called as of your moving coil galvanometer part of relation. Okay, beta.
Yes, sir.
So what is your role is you try to complete your PVSES PYQs from the current electricity mains పిల్లలు mains question booklet నుంచి చేసుకోండి, and for NEET students you can try to complete out from your NEET material. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Take care, beta. Bye.